Gulf Wars Online. I'm Bjar the Blue, calling in from Mountain Guard in Avacal. Joining me and providing color commentary, actually I think I'm providing most of the color, but is my cohort, Alen Bendbow.
And greetings, Bjar. It's a beautiful day. We're virtually intense here.
As long as we're not screening calls. I don't believe we're getting any calls tonight. I hope not. Though there is a call for a great day for punning.
Yes. Sorry, it's not often that I'm not without a pun, but I'll punt it over to you.
Oh, thank you. Now, we've got a couple of people we'd like to thank tonight, including Her Excellency Nell, still not convicted, the innocent as provider of tonight's prompts. We have the Honorable Lady Matilda, still best daughter and acting as timekeeper for tonight. She is no second to any other daughter. And facing off, we'll be having Master Bartel, Moo Boom. That cow was off site. Fitz who will be facing off against Master Ealdred Tank Boy Malmesbury. Currently undefeated, but we hear there are those who'd like to see him beaten for his puns. We're going to go over to Ealdred and see what he thinks about how tonight's going to go for him in this first Interkingdom Pun Ultimate Puntacular Pun Off Tournament of Punsters, or simply called Something Punny This Way Comes. Hello, Ealdred. How you doing tonight?
Oh, you know, I'm excited and anxious. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You know, Bart is much older than me, and so he has that vast experience of punning. And my specialty is the long form pun, but I'm really going to give it my all here, and I expect we'll have a punishing duel tonight.
Well, at least I can see you're in the pink for tonight.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that, Alen.
I see that you're in the pink for tonight.
It's my trademark. Usually I wear green with it as well trademark, because I want to be as obnoxious as possible.
Well, we'll try to save a little bit for the fighting field today. As I understand, it's going to be a blistering 3 rounds, going to 5 points in each round. We're going to go check in on the other contender with Master Bartel. No more kingdom laws, he swears. Thank you, Ealdred. Good luck out there.
Good evening.
Good evening. Now, I see by the bio we've been provided that you were once sentenced. Is that correct?
Yes, I was sentenced to be a lord.
Yes.
For counterfeiting.
I guess you either love it or you leave it.
Oh, I see how you branched off there. Very nice.
Ooh. It's going to be that kind of night. I'll try not to sap your strength for this. Alen, any words of encouragement?
I'm afraid I just can't leave this one alone, but and be careful. It does get painful sitting on them.
Yeah. We'll have to stem the tide of those kind of things.
I'm sure I'm going to root out some puns sooner or later.
So we're going to leave it at that, because one of tonight's... Oh, Bart, if you want the last word, you're not going to get it, but you'll have one more word if you wish.
I'm fine.
Excellent. We're going to be turning this over momentarily to those officiating. Now, we want to let them save a little bit of their ammunition, because if they shoot off too many puns and repeat, that is a point scored against. If they are not able to respond to a pun being provided within 30 seconds, that's a point against. And this, of course, being the Society for Creative Anachronism, we're leaving it up to the individuals to call the blows as they land. Alen, any quick words before we go over to?
All I can say is be of quick wit, be and come out with your puns blazing.
That's a surefire way to go. I'd like to take a moment to please invite the both of you to respectfully, if this might be the last respect we see tonight, salute the crowns and coronets as you see fit. Hopefully they fit. The one that inspires you this day. And of course, your wordy and noble opponent. Or whatever you got there. Your Excellency Nell, they're all yours.
Might want to.
Good evening and welcome to our wild world of puns. We are going to start the evening with a coin toss. I will be pulling the prompts from my wonderful prompt pumpkin. Our coin this evening will look familiar to some. It is a Hail Mary on one side and two wise men, Yehuda and Roder. So you have to pick two wise men or a Hail Mary. So I'm going to do the coin toss. Randomly, Bart, you're going to get to pick first.
Hail Mary, of course.
Okay, so Dawson, you get the two wise men. May they be on your side and grant you favor. Here we go. It is a Hail Mary. Master Moo Boom, Bartel, fitz, Neel gets to go first.
Interesting pronunciation of my name there. Yes.
Foul colonicoders, it is. My magic pumpkin here. I'm going to repin and see what we have here. Okay. Oh, so appropriate. Will you take a penny for that groat? Show me the money. This category is money.
And with these puns, I will pound Ealdred.
That was a good first strike.
I'm going to pile it on later.
You know what? I'm going to give it my best, and I'll die trying.
We can't use the ones she used either then.
I'll let you. I agree. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Bart.
I'm trying.
10 seconds.
Oh, I'll give you the point.
One time. I believe that was also 5.
Right, but he's already got the point, and Nell should be prompting us with the next prompt.
And Nell, I think you should keep your video on because that measurably improves the view I have.
All right, thank you. Do you like my background? It's where I'd like to be. All right, my magic pipkin. Comes the next prompt. Is there eel in that? Or what's for feast? Food. Right.
Oh, that's right. It's mine, isn't it?
It goes to the not winner.
The loser, I think, is
Bartel.
what they call that. Yes, yes. And I'm choking up. Maybe we need to throw some bread upon the water to calm things down.
Oh, so you're going to go that route. I thought maybe you'd go fish puns, but, you know, talking about feast can be a rather tender topic.
Ooh, and rare as well.
Toothsome.
I didn't hear you.
Toothsome. I think that's how you say it. Tasty. Toothsome.
Toothsome.
Yeah.
Toothsome.
If I had all my teeth, I could say it right.
I feel with the fan. Well, even if you're not twosome, you still have a stake in it somewhere.
Oh, gosh.
I believe that is the round.
I'm kind of glad I didn't bet any dough on this competition.
Ooh, but if you did, I'd raise you one.
All right. I'm lost as to who's starting the next prompt.
So where'd the point go on that?
Yeah, no, we're still fighting.
We're still fighting.
Yeah, we're still punning.
Oh.
Yeah. I think Bart raised
I raised you one.
Raised me one. God, and my train of thought. I don't know. I mean, you'd think I'd have a whole buffet of puns at hand.
Or at least something stewing in the back of your mind.
Yeah. I think I got one in the oven. Oh, wait a second. That's Anne that had three in the oven. Never mind. Go ahead.
PG-13. Ought to be like just pleading the fifth to say that. Oh, I got lots swimming around in my head, kind of like a soup or something.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, gosh. I just got that, it's like a piece of gristle caught in my teeth. I just can't quite think of one.
Oh, it's too bad. It'd be nice
5
to have,
seconds.
like 2 good ones sandwiched, but sandwiching one.
Oh, yeah. But you got to be careful not to be too cheesy.
Oh, yeah. And who am I to disagree?
Sometimes people might think with all encouraging us to pun, they've created a monster.
Cheeses. Well, all my puns are cheesy, so they all fit this thing.
What? I said cheesy.
Did you?
I thought I did.
Can we ask a call from the line judge?
Yeah. Line judges? Yarn and Alen?
Anyone?
Had I said cheesy before?
I believe we've had at least 2 variations of cheese and cheeses.
Okay.
So it feels like cheese.
I'll keep punning because that's the whole point of this anyway.
There you go.
And, this is like a multi-course dinner of puns.
And we could fit in a whole round of cheese puns by themselves.
Ooh, yes. I know it's cheap and easy, but so am I. That's a Gouda pun.
And I won't argue with you about it because it might drive a wedge between us.
Oh gosh, my mind has gone blank. It's like Swiss cheese up here.
Well, I've heard it's been called holy in the past.
Some things should be wholly left in the past. So let's switch topics. And because the full title was Eel. And there's a whole field of medicine for people that study diseases caused by fish. They're called ichologists.
Oh, so you'd go to an ichologist if you're feeling eel.
Exactly. And, that was just a topic change just for the halibut. So we can go back to something else if you want.
Oh, I was about ready to call a sturgeon over it.
Oh, yeah. I once had a sturgeon. I once had a sturgeon take off a bunion for me.
Not that one. Well, this is certainly turning into salmon chanted evening.
God, I just can't think of one right now.
You know, I was just thinking we need music to back us up. I think that'd make it better. Anybody know of a good bass player?
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. I have a whole DVD of great fish music up on my cart.
I believe I have some big band music we can use. Tommy Dorsal, if I remember correctly.
True. I always think of the immortal words, though, of Stevie Wonder and things like this. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Oh, you would be kelpless in that situation.
I oughter think of something that goes with kelp.
Well, some people, when they see weed, really can't think of anything else.
Yeah. The timing makes this a lot more urgent to get a pun out.
Oh, yeah. But you got to just get out there and row yourself along.
Yeah, like they say, ship happens. A question for the moderators. Should we at some point just call it a draw and then let another topic come up?
I think that'd be advisable.
Okay.
Because otherwise we'll go adrift.
I know.
Yes.
We don't want to sink or swim on this thing. So.
Right. We need some kind of ballast to even things out.
Any
So,
port to the
back
store.
to you, Nell, the unconvicted.
All right. Starts the next prompt.
I did last time, so this would be Ealdred, because that was a draw.
Okay. Out of the magic pipkin.
The magic disappearing pipkin.
Yes.
Magic.
This one is well dated for today. Caesar Augustus. It's all about the knives.
All about the knives. I don't know. There's so many cheap ones. I just don't know which way to go. So I'll give it to you, Bart.
Oh, I'm not sure I got the point. I thought it was about knives.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I almost feel like all my better puns are now behind me or in back of me.
It could just be Roman all around.
The panic just kind of overwhelms and stabs at me sometimes.
I'm afraid of getting too deep into Roman stuff because you know so much more of the Roman stuff. I'm a little off because of lunch. I had Caesar salad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mentioned I'm getting a COVID shot. I'm a little worried that I might have a Caesar in reaction.
Wow. Speaking of being adrift. So that shot, did it boost your morale? Did it give you a real shot in the arm, as they say?
Yeah. You know, I shouldn't have brought up. I don't know if this is the right forum to bring this up.
I was just trying to needle you.
Oh, yes. That explains that. I wonder if someone's using a voodoo doll. I feel these sharp pains in my back. Oh, that's your point. I used back before.
And I used point for one of my first puns.
I'll give it to you because we didn't catch it.
All right. Point for Bart.
All right. Oh, no, the innocent. The way bald guys are curly. Give us another topic.
Okay, I'm going to just take a minute. Where are we at for points?
One each.
One each.
Right? Yeah.
One each? One round each? That's what I thought. Okay.
1 point each, yeah.
1 point,
Yep.
1 point, and a draw.
Correct.
Okay, so this is the magic Pipkin.
Pipkin of mysteries.
Is it a murder of crows or a flock of pelicans? The category is animal groups.
Animal groups. You mean
Animal groups.
I think I go first because I lost. Animal groups. Oh, I've heard about this topic before.
I've flocked to it in the past as well.
Yes. I'm legitimately drawing a blank. I can think of the made-up animal group nouns. Oh, geez. Oh, you know what the group name for a bunch of dead fish is? A stench.
Stench.
Oh, did that count?
I give it. I think it's legit. I think it's.
I don't know. Look at the judges up there.
Your opponent will allow it, so this is a system of honor.
And if it passes the spell test, whatever.
Oh. It's quite a gaggle of people we have judging us today.
I'm afraid on this topic you're going to school me.
Not back to fish puns. Not back to fish puns. It never ends. Having a hard time not doing fish. See, then you get it. And I've got the same problem. I'm thinking of all the fake collective nouns, like an absence of field engineers.
I was gonna say that's a time.
That's a time. His point.
Darn it, and I thought of a good pun. What do you call an audio broadcast done on the web by a group of whales? A podcast.
I think he froze.
Oh, there we go. Anyways, another topic. So point for me. It's 2-1. Bart's turn.
We'd also like to encourage our audience not currently in the studio. If you're not covering your ears, please put them together or wave at home. Makes you feel like you're part of the fun. Somebody should be having fun tonight.
If they're listening to us, doesn't that mean they're probably not having probably not having fun? It's a slow night if you're listening to us.
Are you ready for a new prompt?
Sure. From the Pipkin of Mystery.
This one is in honor of Matilda. I'm sorry for what I said when we were setting up the tent. The category is camping.
Oh. Camping. Yeah, sorry what I said when we were putting up the tents. I was a bit hammered at the time.
Of course, we know what nationality is best at setting up tents. The Poles.
Of course. And you should never run through a campsite. You should always ran through a campsite because you're past tents.
I've seen that grammar before. I think we should really canvass the population and see what they think about that.
And they'll probably flag something as bad.
I'm just tanking. I don't know. This one might drive a stake through me.
Oh, well, then you may have to be benched for it.
Yeah. I don't know. You might rake me over the coals with this one again.
Well, I'd hate to fan the bonfire of your ego there. Vanity. That's the word I was looking for.
Well, hopefully they won't run a spit through me and roast me. Oops.
That's not a pun. That's just an insult, Bart.
That's kind of push the PG-13, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, we almost need a committee to control these jokes before they get uttered. I'm not sure who we'd put on the chair of the committee.
I kind of want to bed down with that one and just sleep on it.
I caught what you're saying.
There's the million, billion, trillion. You know what the next word after that is? A pavilion.
A pavilion?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. But nobody's really a marquee in that either when I think about it.
Dagged if I know what to say next.
Oh. Doggone it. That really stumped me for a second.
Maybe I'll throw out a pun that will kindle some thoughts for you.
We're pretty well matched at this.
Thinking of matching, there's a dating website for people who like camping and building campfires. It's called Tinder.
So how do you get on that list?
First, you have to field some questions.
That's it. I fire you.
I don't know. I need some ointment for that burn.
Oh. Somebody's really going to axe us about doing this.
I saw what you did there.
Can we use a pun in a different way from a different thread? Or is that a violation?
Since I use stakes already, I'm going to say go for it.
Then once again, we have a wedge between us. This time a splitting wedge, however.
You know, you wouldn't know it to look at Bart, but he can be judgmental sometimes. I was digging, something around my tent to keep the water out, and he didn't think I did very good, so he gave me some really trenchant comments.
Your attempt at being intrenchant was moat like a puddle.
You know, I'm going to say you're all wet with that one.
Yeah, I'm really taking a bath in this game.
There's a French word for a phrase you make up called from two things called a portamao. But when it's really kind of potty humor, it's a portaloo.
Portaloo. So not really a spoonerism then.
Fork me. I think you're right.
Back to utensils. Trying to ladle it on me again, I guess.
Just when you like feeling like you got cast out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yes, I really feel fried.
Well, I'm feeling a little battered myself.
I think you have strayed far from the field.
No, I think you could have just said we have strayed, and that would have been fine.
This would be the point where the marshal would
And
normally
I don't believe
call.
that Bart has.
No, go.
I would say I don't think Bart has ever actually bathed at a camping event. So
Bits and bits. That's all you need.
What she's not saying is, or anywhere else, is what she's trying to say.
All right, let's have another topic then. Since we have strayed, we like sheep have gone astray. We're like black sheep.
Are ready for one more final prompt? A prompt finale?
Sure.
Okay, so this will be the final prompt. Oh, are we ready to switch to commentary?
I think we've only had 3 or 4 points, so.
Well, we've had 3 points and 2 draws. Yeah. That would be the 5-round limit.
Yeah, so let's let the commentaries commentate.
Okay.
Hopefully they're funny, unlike us.
I will quick preview for you what your other prompts would have been.
We get more prompts, though, right?
There's more.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
There's more to come.
There's 2 more rounds of.
Don't reveal too much, please, especially Ealdred, of course.
So, once again, time for some commentary.
Well, during that that fishing expedition that they did, I think we really did get schooled in that round.
There was some food for thought, but aren't you glad you're not out there messing around with this?
Yeah, well, with that, I certainly would not want to get pulped by these guys.
And when they were talking about cash, I thought surely one was going to rent the other one in half.
Well, I was expecting to hear more talent, personally, but I mean, you got to eat your groats in the morning.
Now, overall, we saw a lot of nickel and diming out there. I think we saw some excellent riposts by Ealdred as he turned the topics well off the beaten path. So far that at one point in time, there was a call that they had strayed a little too far afield. Meanwhile, we've seen Bart being very quick on a lot of the responses, beating it back just about as quickly as he was having them tossed at him.
Yes,
Caesar salad tossed or otherwise, we'll see.
Yes, well, I mean, Ealdred was in the salad quite a bit there. I think he needs to find more crouton for his fleet of puns.
I think we can both agree they're both seasoned punsters, but they could just use a little more edge. I did really enjoy the cheese puns.
Oh yes. Now, Ealdred definitely had his way there.
You could have gone somewhere else with that pun, but you had to come here. Any final words before we go back to round two?
Round two.
Round two. Excellent. We're in agreement. I look forward to seeing what the prompts are.
We flip sides.
Like football.
Oh, sure. Halftime. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, great Pipkin, speak to us.
I've refreshed my Pipkin. Carp. It's not just for breakfast. Sea creatures.
Oh no. The dreaded fish puns again.
Hey, Bart, you go first, because
the tricky part is going to be avoiding fish puns we've already done.
Oh.
I missed that. I don't know what he did there. What kind of good fish puns are left?
Sea creatures.
Sea creatures. Oh, but fish are sea creatures. Oh, and this is my prompt because I lost the first round. So I'll have to attack the set of puns with some serious porpoise.
Yes. Orca, you could just blow it off.
Yeah, that's true. But I want to have a whale of a time.
Yeah. I don't know. This might have to come to a fin at some time.
Yeah, it's kind of krilling me too.
I thought that pun might make you kind of blue.
So blue whale and blue, not a double up? Oh, I didn't say blue whale. I just said whale. In my head, it was a blue whale. There's the problem. There's the problem. Sorry.
There's a blue whale in your head?
Yes.
This does not count as part of his 30 seconds.
Oh, it just fills my head and it gets so big. It's like a big baleen.
Oh, yes. Yes. I I should think of a pun that will just krill you.
I already used krill.
Yes, krill was already used.
I sunk myself.
Point for Bart.
Yeah.
It's a good pun, though.
I know quality when I steal it. Oh, great Pimpkin, speak to us again.
The Oracle of Pimpkin.
I apologize for that. There was a lot of fish in there. Oh, this is under the category of Nell's favorite words. Is it a slough, a sloth, or a slew? Favorite words.
Oh, a slew, a sloth, or a slow.
As in a slough, that thing that looks like a marsh, or slew as someone you slayed.
Well, and one thing I know about sloughs, things that look like a marsh, is you don't want to drink slow gin as you're wading through one.
That's an issue that you had to sort out. Interesting.
Man of many talents.
Oh, so on that walk, did you blister your feet at all? Did your skin slough off?
It was almost reedy too, but I caught it just in time.
Oh, reedy. So you're really along the sedges of the slough.
Yes. And one thing when walking through a slough, you don't want to rush it.
Was there a cat tailing you as you went through the slough?
Kind of murky, but I think there might have been one.
Oh, yeah. We're out of the shallow water now.
You see a fish?
What kind of fish? Or are you just being bullheaded? Oh no, not fish puns again. No.
Okay, I won't ribbit any fish puns.
Oh. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat there.
Oh, gosh. If I really thought about what I was doing and with all these people watching us, I would probably just turtle up and disappear.
So, do you know how deep frog ponds typically are? They're usually about knee deep.
At one point, I used to tell lots of puns and dad jokes around the dinner table. And finally, one of my sons said, "That just sticks on my craw, Dad."
Ooh. Very good. Oh, kind of stumped. Can I have a few minnows to figure this out?
Oh. I don't know. Feels almost kind of slothful spending all this kind of time on such silly humor.
Slothful. I think I'm stuck. I can't be stuck.
That's time.
That's time. Point for Ealdred.
He really slayed it.
I was thinking we could do a whole kingdom-wide thing, have like a March Madness bracket. 64 punsters and narrow it
I-
down to
I refer at this time to my esteemed colleagues in the rules section. I think we are doing a final lightning round, correct? I think this is a surprise to our contestants.
But I'm good with it.
Okay. I think the timing is going to be a 5-second time. Matilda?
Have to be lightning quick.
Lightning quick. Okay. Are you ready for the topic?
Sure.
Who goes first? I go first because I lost. No,
No, I
No?
lost.
I got the point. So Bart goes first. Okay.
Yes.
Don't want to waste any time. since
This
we
could be
have 5
a
seconds.
quick death here.
All right.
5 seconds, you're going to have to give us a formal start of the seconds.
How much do you like me?
Oh, you're
Only
such a
wanted to say that
wonderful,
out loud.
lovely person.
You're a warm human being.
Anything happened on the way to Crown? SCA travel.
SCA travel.
Or
Yep. That's something we often have to yield to.
I'm sure people watching this are going to say, "Is this ever going to stop?"
Sometimes you gotta. Nope. Blew it. There it goes. There's 5 seconds.
That's 5 seconds.
That's Ealdred's point.
Okay, so another lightning round. That's 2-1 for this round.
Okay.
I was wondering, Bart, who
you-
greenlighted this whole project.
I don't know.
I have 2 prompts left.
Bart, can you do a sound check? Because like your lips are moving, but it was kind of like a Godzilla movie.
Okay. Did they really eat that? The category is farming. Farming, agriculture.
Bart, we can't hear you.
You're silent, Bart.
Your thing does not appear to be saying you're muted, so something may have gone astray in your setup.
Oh,
There we are.
It's back. Okay.
Full of
There we go.
sound, full of fury.
Alrighty.
Is
And my
farming.
farming.
Is that right?
Farming. Farming, agriculture.
And hey, Ealdred, what do you think of this topic?
Then we just got to plow ahead.
Until somebody gets your cow.
Are we going to get utterly ridiculous with this?
Well, we're going to milk it for all it's worth, certainly.
I think that's a bunch of bull myself, but
Oh, I have a pain in my calf now. Sorry, excuse me.
sure. I refuse to be cowed by your jokes.
Well, they're kind of boring anyway.
I don't know. And we're kind of hogging up all the time here.
So what?
I wonder if anyone thinks we're hams for doing this.
I'm just ribbing you.
Ooh. Oh, you might have smoked me on this one.
Oh, we've borne another pun of yours.
Yeah, they are kind of corny.
Yeah, we're kind of out in the wrong field.
Hard to separate the wheat from the chaff when you have to go so fast.
And that's probably time.
Yep. That's time.
Oh. I'm
All right,
sweating.
I'd like to thank our lovely contestants, and I believe we are going to switch to commentary.
Where are they at?
We're being beautiful too.
Yes, in that second round there, they reverted back to the fish puns. It seemed neither could knock each other off of their perch.
I felt they were floundering near the end there, though.
Yes, but I mean, the art of the pun is definitely knowing when to clam up, though.
I felt they got really bogged down when it came to the slews.
Yes, and you do have to be careful when you're walking through them. Otherwise, you might get hit by a tadpole.
But it was hard fought until finally one of them croaked. What'd you think of those SCA travels?
Uh, it was kind of lacking direction there, but as especially when they hit the full stop. I mean,
Yeah, eventually they had to pack it in, and then we went on to lightning round with farming.
well, that was definitely quite a rod there. But they could have been more amazing.
I see what you did there.
I'm sorry, I just have to plow on ahead here. I know you're getting a little sickle of my puns.
And on that note, it sounds like we are going to sudden death.
Oh,
A final prompt. One pun in, and it's got to be a big one, because we know they're skilled with their wee puns, but we're going to supersize it.
Yes, we got to see them show off their puns in all their glory. Are we going to see a 21 pun salute?
Let's find out. Once again, Older Excellency Nell, who may be innocent of anything and many things, but is she innocent in tonight's program?
Yes. Okay, this is my final prompt for you. Your final chance to show your puntastic nature. I can't say that pun myself, can I? That hat he's wearing, ska garb or clothing.
Who's going first, by the way? Just sing out all at once.
I believe last round, Ealdred took the last round. Is that correct? Official scorekeeper type people?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Which means, Bart, the toss goes to you.
So I get to cloak myself in that.
You like my friggin' cap?
It's a very nice cap. I was there and you got your friggin' cap. Very nice, very nice. Though at the time I kind of wanted to belt you.
Oh, actually, you had a chance to belt me and you blew it. But you remember what Stevie Wonder said? You can tune a piano, but you can't put a tunic on it.
I don't remember him ever saying that. I have to look up Stevie Wonder quotes to figure out about that. That seems odd for him to say that. But I'll buckle under to your superior knowledge.
Okay. You know, it's too bad we have to keep these jokes seemly.
Oh wait, we have to keep these puns on a single thread, right?
Yes, and we shouldn't show any bias in them.
Wow, I'm hosed.
I'm drawing a blank. Point to Bart.
Now we're back to the pipkin of death.
That was our final lightning round. The pipkin of death is empty.
Oh, we're done.
Bart
Done.
won the final round.
It doesn't even have any lentils.
No.
That was sudden death, was it not? Someone has to die here.
It's a killer.
Yes.
Let's take a moment let's give a few moments to our scorekeepers just to make sure that everything's on the up and up and not 6 feet under while they resolve their sudden death.
Well, it was a close call there.
And I found it a little bit wearing on me.
Well, I mean, clothing puns have to be well measured. But I mean, it does give everyone the pins and needles.
There was a lot of hemming and hawing going on there.
That's true enough. Sorry, I just have to garner some knowledge here.
I'll leave that to you. But meanwhile, I hope everyone watching at home had enjoyed these puns as much as we did. That hopefully at home, there's more than a few parents who are thinking, yeah, I can be funnier than that. But is there really a grand winner here? There are those who say all our listeners might be losing out on a bit. I think we need to see this again. I think we need to see this greater, grander, and even to live up to the title of an inter-kingdom event, because there may have been guests from other kingdoms. But truly, we want to give it an opportunity to these budding punsters to shine on more than one kingdom's news channel. What do you two say to that?
What do you say, Bart?
I feel like we're being challenged somehow.
You know, before we
it was
commit, I want to
challenging,
know
all right.
something. I want to know something, Bjarn. What does WoaW stand for? I want to make sure you're not a ringer.
I'll give you the short version. It was born in a kingdom not too far away, and some think it should have been a little further away. But it stands for the whimsical order of the Alen wit, which is say we who practice puns and had to be labeled out of concern for the safety of our fellow citizens who could look upon our banners and say, "Whoa, I better not talk to that person."
So,
And a temporary training, or a TWIT, is one who's on their way to being a woe, but have a chance to mend their woeward ways. Yes, Bart.
so you said ailing wit. Is that ailing as in or is that ailing as in ailing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Oh. Well, I don't know, Bart. People say I'm pretty gamey. Shall we go for it?
Sure.
All right.
There is one small matter to be resolved. I believe there was a matter of a wager. A pound of chocolate for Her Majesty.
Oh, yes.
Now, win, lose, or draw, I believe you're still on the hook. And I, for one, would not like to be going before the crown and saying, sorry.
We've actually done that.
Yeah, we have practice.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I think it's... So you've mastered that technique.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And I think we have an excellent piece of masterpiece theater tonight. But at some point, yes, they're getting the hook ready, I see.
Looks like it.
Oh. Well, Bart, I'm willing to go for it if you are.
I am.
Okay. We accept
Challenge
your challenge.
accepted. I look
All right,
forward
so
to
we
it.
have a challenge issued and a challenge accepted.
As long as the queen gets chocolate, I think she'll back us on this.
So there was evening for our two puntastic masters. To the early round, Bart 2, Ealdred 3. The lightning round, Bart 2, Ealdred 1. So they are at Bart 4 and Ealdred 4. The queen is the winner at 2 pounds of chocolate. It is a tie. You are amazing.
To Her Majesty, long has she
To Her
reigned.
Majesty.
Long as she reigned.